The morning came in slow through the dusty window glass, like it had nowhere to be, like it knew this feeling would last. I ordered something warm and found a seat by the wall. The cafe's barely waking up, there's no one here at all. A latte with a little heart that's already starting to fade. I took a photo anyway. Some things are meant to stay. Sunlight on the latte, sunlight on my hands. May in Seoul feels like something I never planned. Nothing's urgent now, the whole world can wait. Just me and this warm cup and the morning being late. The barista hums a song I half remember from somewhere. I pull my journal out but end up just staring at the air. Outside the window someone's walking slow without a care, wearing something white and green, spring got in their hair. I used to rush through mornings like they owed me something more, but today I found the thing I've been running past before. Sunlight on the latte, sunlight on my hands. May in Seoul feels like something I never planned. Nothing's urgent now, the whole world can wait. Just me and this warm cup in the morning being late. I think I'll stay a little longer, that's okay. Sunlight on the latte, just staying, just breathing, just me. These old brick walls have seen a lot more springs than I'll ever count. I walked this alley 2 years back with someone at my side. We stopped outside a flower shop and almost went inside. You said the yellow ones were boring, laughed and grabbed my sleeve. I think about that moment every time the trees start to breathe. The alley remembers even when I try to let go. The cobblestones still hold the echo of your footsteps in the cold. I'm back again in May, and everything has stayed the same, except the space beside me that still carries your name. The cafe at the corner changed its sign, and maybe its menu too. But the smell that drifts outside is still the one I think of when I think of you. I order what you used to order, sit down in your usual chair, look out the window just to prove that I can do this being here. It doesn't hurt the way it did. It's more like a song you know by heart that plays a little when the sea always try to get the window seat. I always lose the race, but today someone left it open like they saved me a place. There's a smudge of fingerprints on the lower pane of glass, a tiny rainbow bending through. I watch it like it won't last. May window hold me in your light. Everything outside looks soft and right. The tree across the street is full and green. This is the most beautiful thing I've seen in weeks. A song came on I hadn't heard in years. I had to close my eyes, let it move through me like spring air, warm and in disguise. My earbuds in, but pulling one out just to hear the cafe breathe. The clink of cups, a laugh somewhere. This city's made for me. Nobody here is in a rush, and neither should I be. There's a kind of beauty in the things you only see when you're free. May window hold me in your light. Everything outside looks soft and right. The tree across the street is full and green. This is the most beautiful thing I've seen. Don't let the afternoon end just yet, please. My window just light, just me, just right. You always pick the corner like you wanted to see everything. And maybe that's when I started noticing. You wrap your hands around your cup like it might float away. You read without your glasses and you squint in the cutest way. There's something in the way you laugh. It starts before the joke is done. You make this ordinary afternoon feel like something I've won. You and the corner table, the May light in your hair. I'm pretending I'm not staring, but I'm very much aware. This cafe is just a cafe. This spring is just a spring. But you and the corner table, that's a different kind of thing. You slid a piece of paper with a recommendation there. A restaurant 3 alleys down. You said I shouldn't miss. Our fingers touched when I reached over, and I swear I forgot whatever I was gonna say after that. I don't know if you feel it too, but I hope you feel it too. The way the room gets warmer every time you're in the room. You and the corner table, the May light in your hair. I stop pretending I'm not staring. I think you're more than aware. This cafe is just a cafe. This spring is just a spring. But you and the corner table changed everything. Corner table, may light you. a.m. and nobody's in a hurry. The grinder runs, the steam wand hisses low. I got here before the crowd and picked a spot against the wall. Set my bag down, nodded at the barista, that's all. I don't have an agenda, I barely have a plan. Just a coffee and a window and the morning in my hands. Slow morning Seongsu-dong, rush Seongsu, everything's alright. I opened up my notebook with real intentions, wrote my name, spent the rest of the page drawing tiny boxes. That's the same. Productivity is overrated on a May morning like this. Some days the whole point is just to notice what you miss. These moments between moments, that's where I actually live. Not the doing, not the rushing, just the quiet I can give. Slow morning songs, so don't rush me now. The city can have me back, just not yet, not right now. Brick walls and that good smell and the pale spring light. Slow morning song, so I'll be alright. I'll be alright. Slow morning, still here, still breathing, still mine. Late May, and the blossoms are letting go. Not sad, just ready for what comes next. Pale pink petals on the pavement, nobody sweeping them away. Like the city decided beauty was more important today. A couple stops to take a photo, holding up the small white blooms. I watch them from my window seat, I've got more than enough room. Petals on the pavement, soft and slow. Everything that's beautiful has somewhere else to go. But while it's here, it's really here. And I wanna be that way too. Present for the falling, present for the new. One lands on the outdoor table by the potted lemon tree. Floats into a stranger's cup. She laughs and lets it be. There's a kindness in this season, something light it gives to you. The willingness to open up before you even know what's true. I used to grieve the ending, held on too tight. But maybe letting go is just another way to bloom right. Petals on the pavement, soft and slow. Everything that's beautiful has somewhere else to go. But while it's here, it's really here. And I wanna feel that too. Present for the falling, present for the new. Present just for now, just here with you. Petals on the pavement, let them fall, let them all fall. Here, put the phone down, nothing is on fire, I promise. You've been going since before the sun came up today. Answering and running, giving all of yourself away. You found a seat, a warm drink, and a song that's playing soft. Nothing's asked of you right now, you're allowed to switch it off. Nothing needs to happen, not right now. The afternoon is yours, you've earned it. Here's the how, just sit here in this cafe with the light across your face. Nothing needs to happen, you're already in the right place. place. There's a cat outside the window, sleeping on a wall. It's been asleep since morning, and it doesn't mind at all. You look at it and almost feel a little bit of envy, and laugh because you realize you're allowed to just be empty. Rest is not the absence of ambition. Rest is how you come back to yourself. You don't have to earn the right to breathe. Rest is something you deserve. Nothing needs to happen, not right now. The afternoon is yours, you've earned it. Here's the how, just sit here in this cafe with the light across your face. Nothing needs to happen. You are exactly in your place. You are exactly in your place. Nothing needs to happen. You're okay. You're okay. I finally opened all the windows today. The whole apartment smelled like May. 19 degrees and everybody's out in something light. Cardigans and canvas shoes, the city got it right. I've been waiting for this temperature since the darkest day in March. The kind of warm that doesn't sting, the kind that doesn't scar. Warm enough to leave the coat behind, warm enough to say what's on my mind, warm enough to walk the long way just because I can, warm enough. Oh, I forgot how good it feels to be this warm. In Seongsu there's a market on the weekend. Browsing slow, I found a little plant to put beside my window as the breeze blows. The vendor wrapped it up in paper, tied it with a string, smallest thing, but it felt like summer was beginning. Every May I swear the same thing, I'll appreciate it more. And every May I get it right. That's what seasons are for. Warm enough to leave the coat behind, warm enough to say what's on my mind, warm enough to walk the long way just because I can, warm enough. Oh, I finally feel like me again. Finally warm, finally me. Warm enough, just warm enough. Stay a while, May. It was empty today, so I sat in it. I don't know why I did that. Second from the window, facing toward the door. You always said you liked to see whoever walked in, always wanted more. I never understood it then, I kind of do now. Sitting here I see the whole room differently. just a seed, I know. But May light hits it just the way it hit you, soft and slow. And I don't miss you like a wound anymore, it's more like a song that plays when the season changes, something warm, not wrong. We used to stay until the barista started stacking chairs, talking loudly, disagreeing, never running out of things to share. I don't think either one of us was always right, but God, we were so alive in this cafe every night. I don't want you back the way it was, I just want somewhere to put that version of us, in a place that still exists. This seat, this spring, this light, that's enough. The seat you always took is just a seat today, and that's okay, it really is. I mean it when I say I smile more than I don't when the season comes back around, and something that was lost a while now feels a little found. The seat you always took, I hope wherever you are, the light is good. That needle drop, that warm static before the song, that's the sound of slowing down. There's a record player in the corner, nobody tends it much. Someone put a 50 on the platter, hadn't touched since some afternoon last autumn. Now it's May and here it goes. The crackle first, then something lovely, then the whole room slows. Record player in the corner, spin me back to something real. No algorithm chose this song, somebody made this feel. The imperfect little hiss in every quiet part. Record player in the corner, playing straight into my heart. I know the streaming is convenient, every song at a swipe away, but you can't replicate the weight of a record on a rainy day, or the way a whole side ends and everyone just waits for somebody to walk over and turn it. Nobody hesitates. In this cafe full of people on their phones, the record player's making all of us feel less alone. Funny what a little analog can do, reminds you what it sounds like to be you. Record player in the corner, spin me back to something real. No algorithm chose this song, somebody made this feel. The imperfect little hiss in every quiet part. Record player in the corner found a way into my heart. Don't ever take it out. That warm static, that needle finding home. Keep playing. 3 p.m. That strange hour between the lunch rush and the evening. The cafe exhales. crowd is left. The evening hasn't come. The strange mid-afternoon when the cafe's almost done. Quiet in the best way. A few of us still here, doing nothing in particular, just being clear. 3 o'clock, so this is my hour. The light goes gold and everything slows down a little. 3 o'clock, so no one wants me now. I'm just a person in a cafe trying to figure out the middle. My laptop's open, cursor blinking at a half-formed thought. I've been staring at it long enough to know it can't be caught. So I close the lid and look outside at the Seongsu afternoon, where the shadows getting longer through the leaves feel like a tune. I used to feel guilty for the hours I couldn't fill with things. Now I know this is the part of the day that quietly brings everything I need to start again. When 4 o'clock rolls in, 3 o'clock, so where my best ideas begin. 3 o'clock, so this is my hour. The light goes gold and all the noise dies out. 3 o'clock, so nobody's watching now. Just me and the afternoon and a window full of May. This is the most myself I've felt all day. 3 o'clock, so golden hour coming, stay. Soft, unannounced, the way of feeling arrives before you've named it. I knew from the beginning, but I took my time to say it. Like a song building slowly, you don't rush it, you just play it. You order something cold even though the day was mild, and smiled at the straw like it had done something worthwhile. It happened like a petal landing, barely any sound. The world kept going, nobody noticed, but I was found. You didn't do anything dramatic, didn't even try. Just existed next to me in May and changed the whole sky. You push your sleeves up when you read, you tap your foot to every song. You apologize for things that aren't your fault and take too long to move along. I could list the little things forever. I've been quietly collecting them. Every ordinary moment with you feels like a gem. I don't need fireworks, I don't need anything grand. I just need that cafe table and you across from me. Your hand close enough to almost hold, close enough that I know this is something that's worth saying before the petals go. It happened like a petal landing, barely any sound. But I was looking right at you, and you were looking down. Then you looked up and caught me looking, and you didn't look away. It happened like a petal landing, and I'm still landing today. Like a petal still falling, still yours. The trees are at their fullest, which means they're about to let go. learned to love that contradiction. I've been putting off a message sitting in my drafts for days. It's not that long, it's not that hard. I've just been in a haze. But there's something about May in full bloom outside this glass that makes you wanna say the thing before the moment's past. Before the blossoms fall, I wanna tell you what I meant. All the careful almost words, the time I never spent. Spring won't wait for anyone. It doesn't ask for courage, it just goes. Before the blossoms fall, this is the bravest thing I know. I look outside and there's a petal barely hanging on, and I think that's me, one good wind away from saying what I've known so long. So I'm opening the message and I'm typing what is true. Before the blossoms fall, before May ends, this one's for you. Every spring I tell myself next spring I'll be braver. Every May I learn the only way is now, not later. The flowers never hold themselves back waiting to be certain. They just bloom wide open without knowing what's coming. Before the blossoms fall, I wanna tell you what I meant. Sending it, I'm sending it. No more time to second guess. Spring won't wait for anyone, and neither should a heart that knows. Before the blossoms fall, I love you, there it goes. Before the blossoms fall, I said it, it's out there now in May. I should go. I keep saying I should go, but here I am. I told myself 1 hour, and that was 3 hours ago. The chair's so comfortable, the music's good, the afternoon's too slow. I've checked my messages and answered them and put the phone away. Whatever needed doing can keep waiting. It's a May kind of day. One more cup, one more song, one more hour in this place. The world outside can wait for me to finish being in this grace. I'll go when I go, leave when I leave. The timing will be right. One more cup, I'll raise it to the softness of this light. There's a couple by the door who've been here longer than I have. They're sharing something and they laugh. Then she covers her face to laugh. And I think this is what a good afternoon looks like lived out loud. This cafe's so quiet, but it's somehow never small or proud. I'll remember this when winter comes and everything is gray. That one warm May in Seongsu when I let myself just stay. One more cup, one more song, one more hour in this place. The sun is getting lower, it's going gold across my face. I'll go when I go, leave when I leave. The timing will be right. One more cup, and then I'll step into the evening light. One more, just one more. Okay, maybe two. 19 degrees, partly sunny. specific May warmth. That's you. I can't explain it rationally. I've tried, it doesn't work. This temperature, this wind speed, this particular kind of light. It finds me in a cafe, feeling fine, and then a hurt that isn't really hurting. It's more like getting the season right. This weather feels like you. Not cold, not too much sun. Somewhere in the in-between, the comfortable and undone. Every year it comes back, and every year I let it be. This weather feels like you, and somehow that feels good to me. We started somewhere in the spring. I think the timing was the thing, or maybe it was just the kind of person spring makes me. Either way, you're folded into May, like a crease I can't iron out. And I stopped trying to, I let it be what it's about. Missing someone doesn't have to be heavy. Sometimes it's just a season you recognize, a warmth that shows up every year to find you in a cafe with a coffee and clear eyes. This weather feels like you. I'm not sad about it anymore, just grateful for the person who got folded into May before. Every year it comes back, and every year I lift a quiet cup. This weather feels like you, and every May I think, what luck. This weather feels like you. What luck, what luck. The trees are doing something extraordinary this year. Or maybe I'm just finally paying attention. First it was the thinnest green, barely anything at all. Like the branches were just testing whether it was safe to call. Then overnight the whole block changed, and I stood there at my door. The same city, same alley, but I haven't seen this before. Green and getting greener, Seoul in May is alive. Every morning through the window I can watch the city thrive. Green and getting greener, something in me too. All this new growth outside the glass, I feel it pushing through. I bought a light-colored shirt I'd never normally pick. Something spring did to my instincts made me wanna shift. Walked to the market, smelled it strange, stayed outside too long. Came back to the cafe with the little green leaf in my song. Winter gets the credit for making you tough, but May gets the credit for reminding you enough is enough. And soft is strong and green is on the way. Green and getting greener, look at this day. Green and getting greener, Seoul in May is wild. I look at all those tiny leaves and feel like a child. Green and getting greener, something in me too. Hey, you, sit down. Take your coat off, you're done now. I know it didn't go the way you planned it in your head. I know you're going over all the things you should have said. I know you made it smaller than it was before you tried, but you got up this morning and you showed up. That's a life. You did good today, even if it didn't feel like it. Even if the one who had it harder wouldn't deal with it. You stayed, you tried, you kept the softness in your chest. And that is not the minimum, that is your absolute best. The cafe's warm, the music's low, May light is on your face. There's nowhere you need to be and nobody to race. Take the smallest thing you did today and hold it up with care. The fact that you are here at all, somebody should declare. The world moves fast, demands a lot, forgets to say well done. But I will say it to you, I'll say it like it's never been said once. You did so good today. You really, really did. You did good today, even in the middle of a mess. Even when you couldn't find the words and couldn't find the rest. Tomorrow is a different day with different kinds of hard. But today, you carried it. You earned this cup, this yard. You did good, you really did. Drink your coffee, you did good. Seongsu has these alleys that don't end where you expect. I keep ending up in the same one. I took a wrong turn and ended up at somewhere I know. A dead end with a mural and a plant I've seen before. Every time I navigate this neighborhood, I find these little loops that bring me back. The city's on my mind. At the end of the alley, something waiting there for me. Not a door, not a sign, just a feeling I should be here and nowhere else tonight. In this pocket of the spring, at the end of the alley, it keeps calling me back in. I stood there once in winter, numb and not sure what to do. The mural had a little sun, I almost laughed but didn't through. Then stood there once in autumn when the leaves had changed the light. And now it's May, and now it's warm, and now it all feels right. Maybe the dead ends are mistakes. Maybe they're the moments where the city speaks, where you stop moving long enough to hear yourself and find the thing you've been circling for weeks. At the end of the alley, something found me here. The same small corner of a city I've been keeping near. Not a door, not a sign, just the feeling you belong. At the end of the alley, that's where you find the song. The light is growing amber now. The cafe is putting on its evening face. Everything gets a little softer. One by one, the laptops close, the daytime people leave. The evening crowd comes in with a different kind of need. Less urgent, more unhurried, dressed the same but feel more free. Evening in Seongsu is its own community. Evening Seongsu, the amber light, the slowing down, the day wrapping itself around us, laying gently on the ground. Evening Seongsu, I've been here since the morning came, and somehow now it's golden, and somehow I'm not the same. I take the last sip of my second coffee, look up at the room. There's a quiet kind of beauty in the coming of the gloom. Not sad, anticipating the evening has its own reward. The city changing color, finding something it was working toward. I gather up my things slowly, reluctant in the best way. The kind of reluctant that means you've had a really genuinely good day. Evening Seongsu, the amber light, the letting go. The day was what the day was, and I'm grateful that I know. Evening Seongsu, I'll be back, I know I will, and the evening will be here, and the light will do this still. Evening Seongsu. Thank you. Same time tomorrow. May's almost over. I can feel it in the air. Something shifting. Not ending, transitioning. The trees look different at the end of May than at the start. Fuller, stiller, darker green, like a chapter closing on its heart. I've been coming here all month, whenever life would let me in. And now the month is winding down, and summer's beginning. See you next spring, Seongsu. I'll miss the May version of you. The light through those specific leaves, that exact shade of blue. See you next spring. I'll carry this one carefully. Until then, see you next spring. And when you come, I'll be here again. This cafe held me on the days I needed holding most, and let me be anonymous on the days I needed that coast. I wrote and didn't write, loved and didn't say, sat with things unsaid, and somehow came out lighter. May untangled something in my head, to the songs that kept me company in the corner, to the light that asked nothing but let me feel seen, to whoever's reading this in their own May, in their own corner. This month was something, you know exactly what I mean. See you next spring, Seongsu, and whoever else was here, in the cafes, in the alleys, in the warm and hopeful air. See you next spring. Take care of yourselves and almost done.